So there's a couple of things to note here. First is that it's only used for static content. Anything needs processing by the web server, then you cannot do it. For example, if the user asks for their items in a cart, let's say you're running Amazon and the user wants to ask for the items that are in their cart, you cannot save them in the CDN because the items will probably change a lot, right? So that's not something you can put in the CDN. For that purpose, the user has to hit your web server and your web server has to query your database. So this is not static content. On the other hand, let's say the user asks for the image of a popular item. This is something the CDN can definitely handle because that's static content. That's not going to need a web server to process it. The second thing to note here is that it is used as a cache, right? So the original item should be stored on your web server, right? Or on your web backend somewhere. What the CDN server will do is that, let's say you have a CDN server in Austin, Texas, right? The user is in Austin, Texas. This is the closest CDN server there. So let's say the user requests for image X, right? And the CDN server currently does not have X cached. So it will then ask the web server for X. The web server will return X here. Let's say X is an image. And the CDN server will return X to the user, but it will now cache it. So any subsequent requests to the CDN server will be served from the server itself. So the web server always needs to have the original image in their database or storage, right? Because the CDN is only used to speed up performance. It's not used for the actual persistent storage.